They're the backcourt. Kyle Kuzma is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Rubio in the corner. Booker outside. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Schroeder. No good from Booker. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
Yeah, they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
And for the Thunder, one of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
The baseline jam. Westbrook with the bucket.
Well, you love seeing Westbrook fire with confidence from the mid-range. This guy knows he can consistently make those shots.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Middleton. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Griffin. Another shot. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Shots good by Middleton.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially. Boy, a miss like that would drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Back to Rubio. And here is Ayton. Now the pass to Kuzma, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Thunder trailing by 4. Westbrook scanning the floor. Passes to Schroeder for 3. Second chance shot, and the layup good by McGee.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And it's good for 2. Booker's got his second bucket tonight. Doris, as you always say, there is a grace in handling wins and losses in this game, isn't there?
You know what, Kevin? There's an old saying that winning and losing are imposters, that it's everything to do with how you react to constant learning and growing experiences. And listen, everybody wants to win, but can you experience losing with grace and dignity? Can you embrace the joy of pure competition? To me, that's one of the beautiful things about the NBA. Men handle heartbreak and joy and set an example for the next generation. It's beautiful.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for JaVale McGee. Aaron Holiday comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And Raul Neto is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Holiday against Carter. That shot misses. And the Thunder going the other way now. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Akobo, the pass to Diallo. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And stolen by Noel. To the inside. Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. The Suns shooting their first free throw tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Ferguson's check in for Harrison Barnes. That's good from Carter. Great for the Phoenix Suns. For the franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
Free throw, good, Holiday. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. Hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
The Suns leading. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Akobo, the pass to Ayton. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Suns lead by 2. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. Russell Westbrook is surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Well, I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Ferguson. Nerlens Noel is out there with Griffin, and it's Holiday in at the small forward. Ferguson, a miss that time, would have put him up.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Johnson right side. 9 feet out, and too long on the shot. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Diallo kicks to Johnson. And again, it's the Suns missing. Neto surveying the floor. Now the dish to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Pass to Ayton. Evans outside. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, good on the triple. The Thunder leading by 4. Pass to Ferguson. Here's Noel. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the Suns call time. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And he comes up with the deuce. And now it's an 8-point Oklahoma City lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Kuzma outside. Back to Rubio. On the wing, Booker is guarded by Schroeder. No good from Booker.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And the Suns call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Barnes is checked in.
And providing the support, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by the Thunder.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
The 7th overall selection back in 2012, Barnes was taken 1 pick after Dame Lillard, 2 picks before Andre Drummond. Incredible draft class.
The Suns making a switch here. Okobo's checked in.
Well, you look at the Suns going forward. They have got to believe a big part of the puzzle is DeAndre Ayton. This guy was the #1 overall pick in last year's draft. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Now, here's Westbrook. Tight defense on him. Comes up empty here. That puts him at 3 for 6. The pass to Okobo. And here's Kuzma. He's covered by Westbrook with 3. Booker. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Doris Ayton, a terrific rebounder. He can score in the paint. And, of course, he is still improving.
Yeah, what you like about DeAndre Ayton, Kev, is he doesn't just rely on his God-given talent. This guy knows he needs to be more consistent with the jumper, improve his overall defensive awareness, but this guy is willing to put in the work to become a complete and great NBA player. Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Here's Kuzma. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Westbrook passes to McGee. Schroeder outside. And he drops it in from the low post. Schroeder's got the lead up to 10 now for Oklahoma City.
Got to recognize the situation. Trying to get a 2-for-1.
Well, this is where the play call is crucial, right? If you're in a 2-for-1, you've got to get the first shot quickly.
The 3, Middleton. Thunder with the rebound. Noel's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Now, Booker. 29 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well, just such a crafty offensive talent. Devin Booker working the mid-range. What doesn't he do?
And so that brings the first half to a close. Thunder out in front. They're up by 10. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. High-scoring half, Blake. What broke this game open?
It starts on defense. Our defense did a good job of getting stops, getting rebounds, getting out in the open floor, and got some easy buckets, and then shots start to fall.
Looked good in the first half, Blake. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Chris Middleton is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Ayton in at center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Outside Westbrook. Outside Griffin. From deep. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Griffin's got 5 points so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1-3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night. The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
Kuzma kicks to Rubio. This is to Ayton. Kuzma, right side. Griffin against Booker. Here's Kuzma. A shot missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Dennis Schroeder. For 3, Westbrook. That one's not going to go. And Phoenix the other way now.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Outside Griffin. McGee dishes to Griffin. Stolen by Middleton. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Booker. The Thunder pull it in. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
This guy's so skilled at navigating to the interior. And when Russell Westbrook is that close, he's going to score.
Rubio against Westbrook. Rubio taking his time here. Here's Ayton. McGee with the block. Feeds it to Westbrook. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And look at the basket guy still shaking. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Well, the Thunder begin on the defensive end of the floor. This is a team whose formula is to force a ton of turnovers, come up with steals, get out in transition. Last year, 4th in the league in defensive rating.
Phoenix making some changes. Jacob Evans comes in for Devin Booker, and it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Then for the Thunder, Nerlens Noel checks in for JaVale McGee. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Raul Neto is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Evans against Holiday. There's the three. Connects from three-point range. And the Thunder lead by 11. And for the Thunder defense, Doris, it starts with their rebound.
Well, you have to begin with their strong interior defense. That lets their wings get out and pressure and take some chances. Defense has turned into a pillar for this team.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Suns have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. The Suns making a switch here. Diallo's checked in. Free throw drops for Ayton. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Passes it to Noel. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And one thing that's been plaguing the Suns for years, undisciplined play.
Greg, I think that shows up most typically in your bottom of the league in turnovers and personal fouls. Both categories 7 years running. When you're at a competitive disadvantage in terms of talent and experience, you can't afford to make those mistakes.
And the Suns making a change here. Okobo's checked in. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Schroeder's checked in. Carter finds Diallo. Okobo looking over the floor. Fades back. They get the rebound. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Evans. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Here's Diallo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That is his first foul of the game. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
The Suns have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. The Thunder leading by 8. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Neto, the pass to Noel. Here's Holiday. 5 to shoot. Here's Griffin. It's not going to go for him. The Suns go the other way with it. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's Kuzma, and that one is off. Holiday with the defensive effort. Griffin passes to Holiday, and Noel throws it down.
Okay, I've loved the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
Pass to Kuzma. Here's Jacobo, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Boy, GA, how about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So for Oklahoma City right now, Griffin is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Neto in at the point guard position.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Barnes outside. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
But boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. The shot, no good. The Suns go the other way with it.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The free throw drops for Griffin.
Injuries have taken a toll on Griffin as he's gotten older, but shouldn't take away from what he's done over the course of his career.
Right wing. Here's Booker looking to end his cold spell. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Schroeder's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And the dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, what you like about Barnes in transition, he's equally proficient getting to the rack or setting up for the jump shot.
Kuzma against Griffin. Pass to Middleton. Lets it go with the three. The three-pointer is right on target.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Griffin kicks to Barnes. He dishes it to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Out to the right wing. McGee with no one around. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
We know that Russell Westbrook will have the ball in his hands and initiate their offense. And how about that superior passing?
Ayton, the pass to Kuzma. Here's Rubio, defended by Griffin. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Lays it up off the glass.
Timeout.
And now a 12-point Thunder lead.
For a guy who's a little bit smaller at the guard position, Schroeder is fearless. I think he likes contact.
Timeout called, the Suns.
Boy, when you look back on Russell Westbrook's career, the athleticism at the point guard position, borderline absurd. The power, the speed with which he moves on the floor, boy, you just don't see it that consistently.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
And with Westbrook and his elite athleticism, Dorsett can be seen in his great statistics.
Well, you don't average 30 points a game in the NBA unless you can absolutely blow past defenders like Russell Westbrook. Gosh, the strength in his legs allows him to fight for rebounds. He is so productive from the point guard position. It's extraordinary.
That one good for two. Westbrook's got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason. Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Schroeder dishes to Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. And the dunk by Booker.
I'll tell you, let that guy get ahead of steam. Booker can finish at the rim with surprising power.
Now here's Westbrook. It's deflected. On the wing, Booker is guarded by Schroeder. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Well, you love the focus from a young big man, DeAndre Ayton. The hoop and the harm there. Nicely done.
Free throw no good for Ayton. The Thunder leading by 8. With the floater, and it's finished off inside by Schroeder.
This guy is a creative offensive talent. Dennis Schroeder can hit defenders with a variety of moves. Go ahead with the floater.
There's 1:34 left in the 4th quarter. A nice shot by Booker.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 8. 1:30 left to play in the final quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Schroeder outside. 1:09 left in the 4th. McGee trying to break free. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's good from McGee. Both free throws good from McGee. Suns trail by 12.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Oklahoma City.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for JaVale McGee.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
You talk about a guy who's exceeded expectations coming in. Booker looks like the real deal.
Schroeder against Booker. Schroeder surveying the floor. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much with Blake Griffin. Now, Blake, you guys look very strong tonight. What do you think this team's potential is this season?
I think the sky's the limit. And everybody believes, everybody buys in, everybody fights every night. So I think the sky's the limit. But at the same time, not getting too high, not getting too low. Making sure we come out and execute our game plan every night.
You are just a mass of cliches, aren't you? Congrats, Blake. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Japan.